So Ray J's back at it again, talking about the Kim Kardashian sex tape. Apparently, Kris Jenner had something to do with it. It riled them up because the James Corden lie detector test, where she was asked and she said no, she had nothing to do with it. And then the lie detector guy that's just used and all the time, he's a fake lie detector guy, was like, true. So then that riled Ray J up, and he said that's not true. They had a whole contract and a plan for this.
There's just no way that Kris Jenner is signing up for a lie detector test where they don't know what the answer is going to be. Like, though, that lie detector person who Ray J did post about was like, this guy's a fraud.
He is a fraud. He does all the celebrity lie detector tests. I mean, he's a fraud.
There's those things are always put together where they're going to have like one or two shocking answers for people to be like, oh, they lied or whatever, to like have, or some truth. But this is Ray J. I understand the frustration. I think it's just he's yelling about it for a long time now. He's just been really, and yes, he has all the receipts. He's sharing all these things, but I'm just more in the camp of it's been 20 years. I get it. I feel like the last time he did this, it was like, oh shit, Kris Jenner probably had something to do with this. Now, are there more details of? Apparently they had multiple videos or multiple shots, and then Kris picked the best one. It's all so absurd, but also like I can see that being how it went down. Will Kris and Kim ever own up to that being how it happened? No, Kim has children now. Like, she's not gonna be like, yeah, I did that. But Ray J can keep telling us all so many times that this is what happened, and I just feel like everyone's kind of like, okay, we know that that's probably, there was some involvement.
I don't think Ray J ever like looked like the bad guy though. Like I was always under the impression that somebody else stole their tapes and sold it. Like right. I was never under the impression that Ray J is the one who did it. So maybe other people are, and that's why Ray J is getting upset.
I think that was the general consensus, like early on, was that he did it.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember that part of it, but
because it was a long time ago,
right? And so I would understand wanting to clear your name and be like, I did not do this, but also I don't think anybody really cares anymore. And it's like, Ray J, if you were gonna have a poppin' career, you would have had it anyway. Like,
remember Sexy Can I?
Great song. You know, your headphones are cool too, I guess. But like, if you were gonna have a great career, that would have happened regardless, I think.
Yeah. And I do think
he did.
This definitely helped his career, probably, right?
Yeah, and I feel like he's had a good career. I'm not saying Ray J's had an awful career, but like if he was gonna take off and be like one of the best musicians ever, it would have happened regardless, I think.
Yeah. So that was in 2007. So it has been quite some time. I feel like if Kris Jenner was like, oh, if she said something more malicious of, no, it wasn't me, it was Ray J, like something, you know, where they were still pointing the fingers at him, he definitely, I think, is making the assumption that everyone's like, oh, now he's got to defend himself. But he, like, the video he posted was 44 minutes long. Like, that's so long.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of that.
I played like the first 5 minutes and then I just couldn't listen anymore. He's like, because he was like, I'm on vacation. I can't believe I got to do this right now. It's like, you don't really have to do it. But if you feel the need to do this, then go ahead. He's just really felt like he needed to go on the biggest rant of his life to clear his name and all these things. And I just feel like as a world, we've moved past the sex tape, the Ray J Kim sex tape.
I think so, but right? Maybe like, other people have not.
Yeah. I guess I wonder if that falls into them being upset with James Corden, but not like they don't know that. I'm sure Kris knew every question she was going to be asked.
Yeah, I don't think that just happens. Like, I don't know, oh, let's bring a sex tape question on Kris Jenner.
There's any, like, do you think the lie detector is actually real?
No,
like, that guy is the biggest fraud on the internet.
Yeah.
I stand by that. He is the biggest fraud on the internet. And
John
he thinks
Grogan
he
is his
thinks
name.
he's so
funny.
cool. Yeah, and he thinks he's funny.
Yeah.
And he's like, false, true. It's like, shut up.
Does he do the? Does he do the?
He does like every lie detector
Vanity
test.
Fair ones.
There's only one guy.
Yeah, I think he did.
He's
do
had
the
a monopoly on the.
I do
celebrity
like
lie
I do
detector.
like the Vanity Fair ones, the YouTube videos. I think,
But it's all fake.
No, I know,
Why would
I know,
any
I
of these
know.
people sign up for real lie detector tests?
I like them more just for like the questions being answered. I mean, the questions.
yeah,
being
I like
asked.
the answers.
You know, like it's not. I don't know how much I really believe in like the lie detector side of it, but it's just like it ends up being a good interview because the questions are good
The
questions.
whole like Kylie trying to explain why was she being so weird about the name.
I don't know.
That was weird.
The whole video was kind of bizarre, but John Grogan is the polygraph. Ray J said he is not a polygraph examiner. He is quite accurately known as the polygraph parasite. This is the dude Kris Jenner had taken her lie detector test to make me look like a liar. And what's more sad is the network allowed it to happen.
Imagine you're Josh, whatever his name is, and Ray J is coming after you.
But
Yeah.
it just didn't have anything to do with Ray J.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He talked about this lawsuit from 2008 with the Kardashians and him and his sister Brandy and their mom. It's a like clearly very deep rooted problems that he's just wanted to let out. It's like, oh, I hope he feels better that he's just aired it all out. Now it's just like I feel like we can just time to move on because they're not gonna engage with this.
What's with Bethany Frankel like really hating on the Kardashians? Like she really
Yeah,
despises them and
yeah.
like really like shits on Kris Jenner. Like what's that about?
I almost think that she does it now like on purpose because it's not necessarily a hot take to hate the Kardashians, you know? Like there's people in the world that
but
hate
it's more
the
like
Kardashians.
when you're also like a celebrity and you say that you hate the Kardashians, then that's a hot
Yes,
take.
but I do feel like she has posted about it so much that now she's just doing it because it is getting her attention now too. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And clearly she does, like, I don't think she's making it up that she doesn't like them. I think that's fair.
No, I think she doesn't like them.
Yeah.
Like I think that's
But
pretty.
she has been really like digging into it a lot over the last few weeks where it's just like, okay, we get it. We got it after the first one that you don't like them. You don't have to make like 5 more videos talking about how you don't like them. We get that you don't like them. But there's high engagement on every post that she does post about not liking them. So I do kind of feel like there is some element to it there. And yeah, people can critique the Kardashians. They can do all this stuff. Bethany's angle of like, of where Bethany comes from, of her argument of like having a daughter and this like being their role model and they lie about their bodies is more, I think, why she gets upset.
Mm-hmm.
Because she talks about their businesses and like that they're very successful, but it's like, you know, I think she comes from a point of, you know, I have a young daughter and they clearly have had work done and they add like they don't talk about it. They just act like that's their bodies and that's just like ridiculous. And I think that has probably a lot to do with it, and that's a valid point. But she's going in hard. Like the last couple of weeks, has been a lot of videos.
Yeah, definitely. I know. I'm just like, what? Like nothing she says is gonna make them stop, though. Nothing anybody says is gonna make them stop.
No.
That's why I don't know why people still keep going. Like,
Yeah.
just give it a rest because
Yeah.
they're just gonna keep doing what they usually do anyway.
It's just a weird hill to die on, I feel
Yeah.
like.